playing, and then I'm like, oh, my internet's just out. Okay.
Yeah, I've had that problem too, where my internet kind of goes out for no reason.
It's like, oh, it's past midnight. We'll give you 2 a.m. and then we're gonna fuck you.
Been there, done that. Anyways,
Yeah.
holy there, Main Civil Empire here today, and today we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. I believe this is session 14 of Return to Arcuus, Book 2.
Woo.
Because it's technically not really a chapter, because we're playing different characters.
It is the...
Anyways, sequel to the campaign
it's
that we did previously.
It's a world sequel. I mean, I would argue within... Yeah, book 2 is the best way of describing it.
Yeah, that was the best way I knew how to describe it without freaking
I'm just more curious on why you had to bring up that we're just new characters when this should be kind of known by now.
It should be, but I'm a relatively small channel, so sometimes I have to remind.
Yes, there was also episode 14.
It is a live stream, and if someone wanted to watch the live part, I could see where they might start in the middle. Although I don't know why you want to be that crazy person, but there are those.
By accident, and then I realized, wait a minute.
Hey, there's some people that they're like fully willing to just start in the middle of a series, just be like, all right, I'll follow along with everyone else. I don't get how, but that's...
Yeah, I'm like, that's not how any of this works, but okay.
I mean, for some things, a guy building something in Minecraft.
I mean, yeah, but other things like this, story-driven narratives are like, all right, if that's the life you want to live. Anyway.
A lot of things, it's like, yeah, kind of don't really change anything. It's fun. It's just a talk show. They talk about different things.
So who's doing the recap?
Recap time.
Fair question. I have to think who was even here that long.
I fell asleep midway.
You were late and fell asleep. Blood Archer had to end off early because of his internet problems. I think Silver and Eternity were the only people left.
Yeah.
So since Eternity's not here, Silver, do you want to try and give us the recap this week?
Oh boy. Alright, so a few things happened. I'll just be fairly quick. Essentially, our party split up to find information how to get into Neos, finding an entrance, etc., as well as doing some shopping. And I think I want to say Eternity's character went to a library, I went to the market, and I want to say Uda went to a church? Though I could be wrong.
I go to a church.
Uda wasn't here, so Uda didn't do that shit.
Yeah, why would I go to a church?
Oh, sorry, I'm not... Wrong person. I think it was Eternity that went to a church. Kevin went somewhere. And I went into the market.
Yes, you got yourself a new rapier. Blood Archer met with a
yeah, I'm no longer useless in a melee
from a forest and got himself.
Yeah, I'm no longer useless in a melee fight.
Not necessarily, but T10 got some books, as well as decided to try and sell the trade route map to the Dramer Corporation, or Dramer Trading Company.
Yeah, I remember that part. I just forgot to mention it.
You guys learned the name of the vampire girl. You guys asked, and she said her name was Bernadette. As well as both Kevin and Uda worked together to make a delicious breakfast, which she reluctantly, savagely enjoyed.
dang, she hasn't smelled anything that good in probably over at least a good 200 years. I can't say I blame her.
I haven't like eaten over like 100 years.
She lives next to a town. She can do whatever she
Religious
wants.
Yes. She
reasons.
she
Tastes
specifically
exactly
stated
better for-
it is a sin for followers of the Mother to enjoy mortal cuisine.
Eve. Okay.
Basically, anything like
Alan's
fine
thin.
cooking.
It's the idea of being bestial versus refined.
Yeah, I get you.
Well, I hope that doesn't change the I was going to ask her.
But you all trying to think what were the last things you guys exactly did. We will go ahead, take it off from that first morning. You all woke up in the morning after a long rest, after a good meal, and some of you started heading out. T10 would be out at the church, and Alex, you would have went to go get your rapier.
Mhm.
Everyone else would have still been at home, wherein the water will. Lorelai, when everyone first left the house, there was a note on the door with a bloody handprint on it.
I guess you forgot to see this trash.
I do cleaning in the bedroom instead of the entire broken thing.
Uh-huh.
That I'm gonna throw out later, and I threw out a whole bag. So later I'm gonna throw out. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, proceed. Wife was just talking to me.
So you found on the front door was a note with a bloody handprint on it. Upon first grabbing it and reading it, first thing of note,
We
it is written
know.
in almost. It is written in Infernal, so no one else in the group could read it except for you.
It's hilarious.
Meh.
So, and what do I find out?
Written on there, it says, "We both wish to learn about your father's disappearance. Come find me if you're willing to find the truth." With a sort of symbol of a black mask as the signature.
Symbol of a black mask. Wait. Are you joking? Symbol of a black mask, as in
As in the guy with the black mask.
Zoidberg black mask?
Guys with the black mask.
Now,
you know.
question: do I have time to actually do my travels and take care of this now, or do I have to wait with the party or do anything?
Well, we're
prior?
not going to leave here like immediately. We're still
Yeah.
trying to find information about how to get in.
All
Yeah,
right.
as of right now, the party's kind of wandering around town. So if you wanted to indulge in that as well, you absolutely can.
I think I will write a note and leave it with Silver and Kevin. I'm going to inquire about this, and I'm going to make my way as best I can to go see about it.
Silver is gone at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not
Kevin is standing
currently
there,
in the
so you could
one.
just tell him.
I'm not currently in our
Okay.
little hideout.
Yeah, I forgot how to
Is
clear
Kevin in the hideout?
basement so we can have access
Yeah.
to the basement.
All right, cool. I'm gonna pass this
You,
note to
Kevin,
Kevin
and Huda are
explaining.
there.
All right, I'm also gonna give a note to Uda so that they both know.
Do I have a spell that I can use to make steps?
Wait, you're giving me a note about what?
The bloody handprint essentially it has to do with something very important. Basically, what the note's going to read is that long ago, my father, despite being an older human being, went missing. I'm going to inquire about it because, regardless of whether or not it may pertain to what we're doing, this is something that I've been literally traveling around the world even before I met Kevin. My top priority
So
before that.
I'm basically getting a paragraph of your backstory right now.
Yeah, in shorthand common.
If you
Don't know why you
Need
wrote that,
help.
but good for you.
I'm
See you when you get
here.
back.
If you need help, I'll be here cleaning out this basement. Because I just remember I can use the jump spell
Oh,
to
you
get
know.
back up.
The issue was not getting up. The issue was getting down because the stairway's blocked.
I can.
Dun, dun,
I'm
dun.
gonna kind of just. I'll sit down on the edge and just kind of drop off.
No,
The-
hold on. Kevin, I go up to you. Are you trying to get into there?
Yeah, the stairs are broken. I clear the area before I can do shit about
You
it.
can turn into an animal. Why don't you turn into something with a burrow speed?
Or something that could fly out of character.
Because I still need to get. I can't
And
fly
fly.
yet. I'm level 5.
And he's trying to go down burrow speed. You can dig through anything. That's what I'm telling you, buddy. It's a blocked off thing. You can just dig through it. Is what I'm telling you.
Yeah, but I don't really want to waste a wild shape on this.
We don't have much to do today. Not to mention, you can use that wild shape to continuously clean. Just picking on what.
Well, now I have to go look at animals
Have fun.
with a burrow speed.
Now, what was her name? Beatrice?
Bernadette.
Bernadette.
Bernadette. Bernadette. As I wave off Lorelai out of the house. Bernadette, sister. Do you have a place you go shopping?
She appears from the second floor. Well, shopping? What do you mean?
Place you inquiry to trade. I don't know how you exactly feast or get your food around. And I'm got a few things I want to get off my hands, but don't want a lot of people knowing I had these.
Oh. You mean you're looking for the shady parts of town?
Yes.
Well, why didn't you just say so? Well,
I
lucky for
didn't
you,
know how
the
shitty it was.
Well, lucky for you, the marketplace around here is not heavily regulated. As long as the person just doesn't turn you in, more often than not, everything's kind of done a bit on a hush hush. As long as you don't, walk up to someone that looks particularly legal. Hooded figures, sneaky fuckers, stuff like that.
As for the shady ones, like usual.
For the most part. Proes isn't exactly the most extra legal of places.
Ah, sounding home already. Just without the lights. Well then, I best be off getting rid of these. I might have to find Alex before, or he heads back, on the way back. I bet
Whatever
his.
you intend to do, try to do it a bit quieter so I can finish sleeping.
Sorry to wake you.
She returns to the second floor.
How about the sleeping part?
I will be turning into a giant badger,
You're
Yeah.
going to turn into a giant badger.
which is a medium-sized beast.
Ooh.
I'm gonna
10 feet of
Kevin.
burrow speed.
I want to ask you this because I haven't asked you this yet. What is your transformation like? Are we talking Beast Boy, or are we talking Animorphs, or what?
Well, since I don't know anything about Animorphs, I'm gonna go with Beast Boy.
Animorphs is basically Beast Boy but faster or slower.
Well, why would I want to be
Lafette.
slow? If anything, I'd probably just do a fucking Naruto, like poof, smoke. I'm an animal.
Again, what is Naruto?
Reason why I said that, your choice. And
Bonus.
again, don't worry about it if you don't know. You have a lot to get caught up in anime culture, so you don't need to worry about it.
God.
So,
Next, you're
proof
gonna
of
tell
smoke.
me you don't know what fucking I don't know.
No, if you know Ghoul, I would
What
be
Sailor
pissed.
Moon is.
I'm sorry, what?
Next, you're gonna tell me you don't know what Sailor Moon is.
I know what that is.
Oh,
Tokyo
do you?
probably doesn't know.
All right, let's
My
get back on
sister
track here.
watched it. I actually thought it was an anime version of the Power Rangers.
I mean, you're not too far off. And the idea of Power Rangers was came from Japan.
Anyways,
Right.
getting back on track.
Yes, getting back on track. So, Uda, you're gonna go out to the marketplace looking for shady people.
Looking for Kibella first.
Giant adventure.
Okay. And Kevin, you are turning into a giant badger.
Going to burrow into the basement and start clearing it
All
out.
right. You take your big old badger claws and you start digging through the ground, making a nice tunnel straight down into the basement. First thing you notice is no one has been in this basement for a really long time. There's actual, proper cobwebs and dust and debris down here. As you kind of cough from all the dust, just badger coughs.
Share
Uh,
the same family of as Wolverines are part of.
that makes sense. Anyway,
Mm.
the first thing you note is, what little furniture is down here is mostly rotten and destroyed. But more specifically, there is a tunnel down here.
Do I know if anyone's still in the place?
Upstairs, the only people you would know of for sure the Bernadette and the Professor. Otherwise, most of our players have all left.
Okay.
Wait, when
I'll
was the
just
stairway
be
cleared?
out in the area and be like, I'm gonna investigate the tunnel. I have dark vision right now up to 30 feet and passive perception of 11. Or what I have might, or what I have, Alex. I mean Kevin's passive perception.
You would have Kevin's.
Yeah, you'd have
There you go.
Kevin's passive perception. You keep your mental stats, but you gain the physical stats of the beast.
So I have less dark vision. I had 60. I now, or wait, is that right? Hold on.
So 30 is
I had
full.
60 feet of
And
dark vision. Now I have 30.
yeah, you
I
technically.
I would argue you keep your dark vision.
So
I'm not
I,
gonna be
I
that guy. It's like, oh, you turned into an animal that doesn't have dark vision.
I'm gonna check this place out.
Right. In
I'm
investigating the tunnel, the first thing you can take note of, it is definitely longer than 60 feet. And based on the direction of where the tunnel is, going slash came from, the tunnel goes. How am I thinking about this?
Does it go to where we need to go conveniently?
The
I'm gonna
tunnel
say no.
appears to go. So we're gonna say, you look at my little arrow thing here.
Mhm.
The water wheel's kind of this big building right here.
Yes.
The tunnel appears to be going this way and down.
Oh. Wait, does this take us where we need to go?
Well, we don't
I mean, you
know.
don't
I'm
know
a.
where. You also, I
Just
would
make
certainly
sure
say that
to
if you're
block it off for now.
I,
if you're
I'm
talking
gonna
about,
go a little bit into the tunnel, and I'm just gonna be like checking out everything.
Have fun dying.
so in terms of where you need to go, are you referring to the underground city you guys are looking for?
Yes.
Well, last you heard, the underground city.
I, I'm still curious about the tunnel, so I'm gonna go in regardless of where it goes. It's like, because it's a giant fucking tunnel in our basement.
It's not a
Not
giant tunnel.
ours.
It's a fairly small tunnel.
There's a
Reasonably,
tunnel
you could
in our
only fit like
basement.
a. Like you can kind of get in there, but for the most part, if people are walking through here, kind of crouch down a little bit, walk single file. It's a small tunnel.
We'll investigate the tunnel.
How far do you want to try and go in here?
Uh, how long does my wild shape last?
Should last half of your current level rounded down. So for your level 2 hours.
Let's see if I can use about half of my wild shape.
Okay.
And
You're
then
gonna
come
travel for
back.
an hour down there.
Yeah.
So not even at the full hour, you would eventually come across a somewhat unsettling sight of some bones. Very specifically, some random bones you can't quite identify, and what you would assume is maybe a human skull. Definitely a humanoid skull.
Well, that's not pleasant.
The bones are the bones are nearly rotten and covered in cobwebs and dust. They've been here for a long time. So
That
whatever
guy
killed this
died
guy,
a long time ago. Are they like chewed up and shit?
they're like rotting and falling apart. So it's a little hard to tell.
Are there like
Alright, well,
bite
faster.
marks on the bones himself?
You can roll
That's a 17.
the 17. You very carefully try to investigate it. And as far as the majority of the bones, there does not appear to be any initial damage until you investigate the skull. The skull quite literally has bizarre puncture wounds in the skull plates and a massive hole busted out the back end of it.
Oh.
Hmm.
Where's that initial hole?
You're not there.
Okay.
We don't know any of this.
So it's like, yeah, two on the top, but like on either, on both. You have one on both halves. It's like, you have two on top of the head on each half of the head.
I'd say there's several holes around the skull, and then the back end of the skull is just completely busted open.
Really blunt.
Something murdered this bloke very gruesomely. Uh, what? Can I figure out if it was by any chance an intellect vow? A busted
You
out or
wouldn't
something?
know what an intellective hour is. The best I could say is you could try to use a nature roll to see if there's any animal you know of that can do this.
That's an 11.
With an 11, at the very least, you cannot think of anything that would do this sort of thing, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Hmm. I'm gonna head back now. There's enough information to put me on guard.
Indeed.
Maybe like
Doobity doo.
I put just like a stuff in front of the basement door once I get back. Like, yeah, we gotta talk.
Well, there's no longer a basement door. You dug a hole down into the basement. So there's just a hole that goes into the basement.
Uh,
You could put something
let's do that.
like bust a table and just kind of stick it there, or maybe hammer it down with something.
Yep.
All right, you kind of barricade the basement hole that you've made. There you go, and no one's the wiser.
They're gonna be when I tell them.
All right,
Uh,
then
Hi, Eternity.
with that, yes,
Hello.
hello, good sir.
Apologies. Ran a bit late.
I know you son of a bitch. It's but I think with that, well, since Eternity is here, um, we're more or less everyone has sort of split up and is searching out a few different things in the town. I believe it was you headed to the church, specifically the Palace of Creation, hoping to get some restoration magic and did not get
Correct.
it. Was there another part of town you wanted to go explore?
I'll try the other church if I can find it.
Okay. Um, you you can try to ask around to see if there's another, a church, another religious settlement, something else, some some other place that might have a priest in it. So go ahead and give me a persuasion roll for that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you easily managed to track down someone. Uh, Someone tells you, well, I mean, the Palace of Creation's probably your best bet, but I mean, if you want, I guess, a second opinion on God, uh, there's that old rundown temple way back down in the shanty towns if you want to go hunting for that. Big stone place. Hard to miss, but kind of mixed in with everything.
Certainly sounds interesting. My cup of tea. Thank you for the information.
All right. And as you set off, walking through the town, all of a sudden you hear someone call out to you. One of the guards, heavily armored, full plate and everything. Hold there, uh, limping man, I think.
Yes, certainly. What is the matter?
One moment as he reaches into a sort of side bag and pulls out what appears to be a notebook or a journal. Kind of flips through a couple pages, seems to read something. Are you maybe I don't understand it. T10? Is I pronouncing that right?
That is accurate. It's a moniker I go by. Don't worry about it.
Oh, all right. I'm not one to judge a name. Plenty of warforged around here go by all sorts of interesting things. Forgemen go by all sorts of interesting things. Forgetting my own goddamn lore. Not the point.
With the trading company then.
In a sense, the guard are their own service. It's just we're well funded by the trading company. Anyways, we were given instructions to give you this, as he pulls out a letter. You've been invited to the Meyer Mansion.
Thank you. I will be making sure to
All the details you need are right there in the letter there. Yeah. Anyway, you enjoy the rest of your day.
You as well. And I'll walk a little bit away and then start reading as I walk, paying zero attention to where I'm walking.
Like usual.
Yeah. As you open up the letter, it states, "You and a guest of your choosing have been invited to dinner at the Meyer Mansion. Mr. Meyer would like to discuss you and hopes you will accept this invitation."
Does it give a time or a date?
It specifies today and this evening just before sunset.
What time is it now then?
It's probably just before noon.
Wait, the fuck did I miss?
No, so CAF.
I'm going to go looking for Uda.
Uda Redblocker?
Put the church on my to-do list.
Okay. You have a vague idea of where the temple would be. You can go ahead and start hunting down for Uda. With that, let's go ahead and cue to Uda himself. You want to go look for shady people.
I said I wanted to go for one of the smooth talkers, specifically Kibella, because I figured I could get him to kind of push him to sell it for me.
Okay. Edge a place and wandering around long enough, you will eventually run into Kibella as he's hanging out there. He's probably still checking out his new rapier a little bit as you guys sort of run into each other.
Oh, Uda!
Can I stealth behind him?
Do you want to stealth behind him?
Yes, that's what I said.
I shall roll to contest.
She wanted to come. She either wanted to meet us at the courthouse.
They don't care you about a night.
Damn, so close!
All right, Uda, you sneak up on him.
I walk behind him casually, and I put my hand up like a gun up behind his back and put into his spine. Put your hands up and give me all your money.
I turn around and stab him in the friggin' face with a dagger, because I have
Exactly
no
how it
idea.
Let me guess. Give me your.
You are so quick to violence, Jesus.
Roll accuracy.
Does a 17 hit, Uda?
Yes.
Oh god.
Why are you attacking?
There you go again.
One, you
Jesus
came up right
fucking
behind
There you
me,
go again.
punched effectively a
You
gun
stabbed
to
me in the shoulder.
Yeah, because my character freaked out thinking you were someone else.
I backhand you for the D, as you notice.
You backhand him. You miss.
Oh,
You try to backhand him, but Alex is just dexterous enough. He pulls back away.
oh, it's you. Don't sneak up on people like that. That's a quick way to get yourself killed.
And I look towards the guards. Are they noticing that I just got Stabbed.
Looking over, noticing. He seems to be waiting for something.
So, God, what's your opinion on that? Would you attack him or me?
I mean, you two seem to be settling it out yourselves, so I don't feel the need to get involved right now.
Of course, you gods are always the same. Did you leave the dagger on my shoulder?
No, I pulled it out and I'm gonna heal your wound.
It almost works.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was you. You freaked me out there, okay?
I said it with my own voice.
That don't make Jack Dilly squat.
And I barely poked you.
Again, doesn't make Jack Dilly squat.
So you can stab whoever you wish?
No.
So guess what you get to do?
By the way, you healed back.
You're
for the
selling
six.
the. I'm dragging you along.
I'm sorry. The what?
And you're being dragged along. I
Sounds
don't
stressful.
care. You stabbed me.
Okay, I'll consider this as payback.
You're
okay?
being dragged.
I mean, I could
Yeah,
come
you're
on
going to have to
willingly.
pay me
You
back.
could just simply tell me what's going on.
No,
etc.
my hand is over your shoulder or dragging you along.
Okay, so we're doing it this way.
It fucking hurt you. Okay, very simply, I know you've said don't take these, but, you know, we need money still. As I pull out a diamond. Ready to go selling?
Fine, I will help, but just this
You
once.
stabbed me, so you have to.
Again.
I said it with my own voice. You should know me by now. We've been together for how many days?
Okay, first of all,
You
you could.
14 years.
First
You
of
don't know
all,
my name.
you could have been a kinku, for all I knew. That has overheard you.
It's obnoxiously tall Kenku.
I'm looking at you confused. The fuck is a kenku?
Oh wait, don't
Right.
kinkus exist in this world or no?
They're a rarity.
But know what they are, though, to be fair. Like, I know dodos exist. It doesn't mean I saw one.
Yeah.
I know what's
Yeah.
fuckable, that's all.
The beast races tend to exist, but they're rare creatures outside of like kobolds and dragonborn.
Also, secondly, you could have, for all I knew, you could have been some assassin making one of my friends, which is why I stabbed you. Because I panicked.
I mean, he is an
Great.
assassin.
You think everyone has a unique ability, don't you?
No, it's
Literally
just.
saw a guy with a whip turn into a
Like,
werewolf
why
upon meeting him, so I'd be
What
spooked too.
does it take for this group to fucking function at least semi-competently?
I don't.
In this
Fucking
economy, bro,
Christ.
nothing. In
Look,
this economy,
I'm
What a
sorry that I
dick.
stabbed you, because, again, heat of the moment.
there's no I'm
Hold on.
sorry I stabbed you.
What assassin?
I'm sorry I stabbed you. You're gonna go to Hallmark to get one of those cards?
Anyways, you want me?
What?
What assassin would be after us?
Am I able to find these two dumbasses arguing in the street?
Please.
hope so.
I can name
As
at
I'm
least the
passively
mayor
looking for
of
a
Melchermo
shop.
that would hire an assassin to come after us.
All right. No, it's time
Thank
for my.
God.
You're passively looking for a shady shop, and about that same time, T10 manages to wander from down the hill and notices you two barking at each other.
Oh, good. Just who I was looking for, I suppose. Uda, you are the most businessly minded in our group, I believe. I have a proposition.
That's fucking insulting.
That's a little insulting, don't you think, T10?
Sounds good, but wait a minute. You want to join along?
Sure, I'll help you out.
How much business
What
have
do
you
you
been
need? We do need money for my idea.
Ah, perfect. We're going for that right now.
Yeah, I'm supposedly helping because I accidentally stabbed Una. Trying to figure that one out.
There's no supposedly. He fucking saw you do it to him. What do you mean?
Not T10.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry.
As
Just,
It's pretty fucking obvious, isn't it?
like, you guys are hilarious.
as I
Oh my
mend my
God.
clothing at that moment.
Well, that's in.
Oh man.
I'm not gonna go there. I don't. Your
That's
business
putting
is yours.
yourself over
Okay,
that badly,
T10.
right?
Honestly, T10, I think you might be best off for this deal since this one keeps wanting to be complaining about
I'm
wanting
not
to get a little
complaining. You
stabbing.
snuck up on me and said, "Hand me all your money." What do you think was
And
going
setting
to
my own
happen?
widgets.
All right. No. Okay, we can stop bickering. Let's do what we need to do.
I give you a contradiction. Put your hands up and give me your money. The hell do you think you should do?
All right, enough. Let's try to move on.
Not mention a gun. You could have been killed, sir.
Would it be
Alright,
the first time
Uda.
someone tried to kill me?
How many times have you tried to get killed? I've only been tried to be killed with you fools only a few times now. Put a gun to your back.
In a month?
What the hell have you been doing?
In a month?
Are you a wanted criminal?
Well,
You're an
it seems some
international
mistakes were
criminal.
made, but we're trying to do something, and I am on a time scale now.
Yeah.
So.
So let's get this business thing over with,
Ibella,
then discuss what
you can
T10
go
wanted.
home.
Okay? Look, I'm gonna
I'm
help
gonna
you
give
out
T10
because I
to
want to repay it.
you can go.
Nope. You're stuck with me
No,
now.
you stabbed me.
You
Nope.
dragged me along, so you are going to
That's
deal
the
with
way
me,
you
like it
near
or
him.
not.
He's gonna stab you back. Fuck.
I know I'm not there, Silver, but I'm just saying, at some point, whether you're role playing or not, you got to realize, how far am I willing to take this nonsense?
Yeah.
No problem.
No,
You always
do
answer
what your
true.
plan is, Crow. We have until. Oh wait, what? Wow. Uda.
Do I find a shady person passively with the 17?
Yes, as you're looking out the corner of your eye, having this conversation, looking a little left and right, just you immediately lock eyes with the exact kind of shady person you're looking for, down, basically operating out of just sitting on a blanket. There's a goblin chewing on a diamond.
Swear to God, zip zaps up.
I go right at over there with T10. All right.
I'll
Perfect.
head over with the T10 and Uda.
And immediately, as you approach the goblin, he plucks the
Make
diamond
sure
from
there's
his
no
mouth.
magical trickery going on. You have the ability, right?
What?
Who are you asking?
Alex, there's nothing magically that will go wrong.
Don't know if he has detect magic or not.
I do not.
He has identified those, so whatever money we get, make sure to check it.
Yeah, I do have identified, but I can only do like one item at a time.
Well, first thing I'm pulling out are 3 random jewels that are worth.
You just like
hold them in my hand.
you immediately walk up and whip out some gems.
Yeah, I just have 3 gems.
All right, this goblin plucks the diamond from its mouth and immediately like scrambles to its feet, just like. you're looking forward to those little trinkets.
And I go ahead and sit down. I got a few things to sell, and my friends are just extras to help me out with this. I'm not the best at selling you can sit.
All right. Well, I'm the man you're looking for. I'm always welcoming newcomers to the trade. So let's take a look. He takes his big diamond, shoves it into a little satchel on his side, and has a seat, crossing his legs, staring you dead in the face with one eye, the other eye lazily looking down at the gems in your hands. So,
Smiling, I hand out the gems.
out to take them from your hands.
The praising.
He plucks one of them from your hand and starts looking over it. Any piece of rock you got here?
Write it down.
So, what you thinking you're trying to get for these little shiny rocks here?
Tiny
I
rocks, I'm dead.
don't know exactly. Maybe 15 at most.
He looks at you with this weird look of like surprise and joy. He's like, "Oh, 15 gold for all three of them? Are you kidding?"
No. 15 each.
Da, 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 da.
See, I'm starting off with these because I'm a bad talker.
Yep. How much are those gems worth?
Honestly, but it sounds like a fair deal. I certainly wouldn't go lower than that. As I kind of lean over Uda's shoulder.
I'm just double checking, make sure I'm not stupid. The gems are
And
valued at 100, isn't?
No,
Yeah.
they're 10 gold jewels. I have the 9 diamonds worth 300 on the other. Because that's the amount.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I thought you were
Yeah,
holding the time. You do the gems.
No, 10 gold worth jewels.
Okay, my bad. I
I'm starting off
misunderstood.
small.
No, I thought you were trying to sell the diamonds for 15 gold. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, fucking, why would I do that?
I don't know. Okay. Gems that are okay. Yeah. Our goblin looks over. Ah, ah, I probably would. I probably barely buy these for half of that.
I look over at Uda. I mean, if you're fair with this price, we have more to sell. And I gesture for him to take out a diamond.
Alright. I pull out one. And I hold it next to my chest so he can't grab it.
You do see him subtly try to reach his hand out as he pulls his own hand back.
Of course, that's only if we get a good deal.
And I put it back in my pocket.
All right. Got 3 of these little things. Tell you what. Give you, like you say, you want a good deal? I'll give you a good deal. Good deal. Yep.
Is that a goblin?
Yes.
Tell you what. I'll give you 25 gold pieces for all 3 of these. And then you let me look over the shiny rock there, and I'll give you a good price for that one too. Huh?
Could I make a counter offer with a persuasion check?
I think the 25 is good to start.
I do like the
And
25.
I kind of shrug. I have no idea what the value of things is.
My character would know. Ish.
You, as long as you actually have something to say with the persuasion roll, absolutely.
I do.
Go for it.
You make it 27 for all three of those. Then we'll let you look it over.
All right, let's see that persuasion.
Yeet yeet. 14.
26, and you got yourself a deal.
I could work with that.
I hand the 3 over.
He cracks open, stuffs his tiny arm into it, reaching deep there, and pulls out a little leather sack and jingles around with some coins and hands it to you. All right.
I'm going to out loud count each piece of gold one at a time.
As he does that,
Alright.
I'm going to pull out 2 diamonds, holding them from pinky and other finger, and index and middle. And I hand one to Kibella and one to
Yep.
D10.
Okay.
I'm not a fighter here.
And T10, you do count out 26 gold pieces.
Give out some bardic inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, did you multi-class it to a bard?
No, give out your bardic inspiration to each other.
Oh yeah. I'll give bardic inspiration. I'll give out 2 bardic inspirations, one for T10 and Uda.
No, for yourself.
I can't give one to myself. I'm not high enough level, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Excuse me.
No, I think it's just a. No, you can't.
So
You
yeah, I
don't
can't.
use bardic inspiration on yourself. There are subclasses that do that sort of.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't do that.
Yeah, that's
No,
what
you
I'm
can't.
thinking
No,
of.
it's a higher level ability that lets you use it on yourself.
Yeah, I can't do that yet.
Yeah, some of the subclasses let you do things with the bardic inspiration, but not give the
Okay.
We're being yet.
Yeah. Enhance ability on both of us in that case.
That's the plan. I'm gonna give you 2 bark inspirations.
The goblin will look at you guys. Hey. No shady magic things here. Huh? We're honest folk. Huh?
Wait, Cubella, why don't you get us started?
Alright, as I open my palm to show the diamond a little bit, but of course, making sure he doesn't steal it.
And I'm going to say about the shady magic shit. Oh, sorry. Our friend is so intrigued with doing magic. He's honestly just in love with it. Sorry about him.
Keeps on going about these stupid.
True, if you have anything of interest of magical nature, I would trade for diamond, maybe.
I would say if you were to pay,
Yep.
I would say if you were to pay,
Depending on its worth.
would my character know how expensive this diamond is or no?
300 gold, I do know.
So,
He'll give it to fucking.
300 gold out of character. So a reasonable rate would be
Yeah, I need some money.
somewhere up in the 200s.
I kind of scooch over. Try to go for 500.
Alright, Mr. Goblin. If you're willing to buy this diamond, say for...
Out of character, we always barter down.
I'm a very asshole when it comes to bartering, because, hey, money.
I will say, for this particular diamond, 500 gold and she's yours.
Goblin looks at you. His one lazy eye sort of slowly goes the opposite direction. You see him reach into his pocket, pulls out a little monocle. One lens binocular. Monocular, that's it. Pulls out a binocular and, like, uses that to try and look at the diamond from afar.
I close my hand.
No, do not close your hand.
Alright.
No, come on.
I'm
Do not
joking,
close
I'm
the hand.
joking.
Bullshit.
No. No. Tell you what, huh? Good deal. I'll give you 500 gold, huh? Both the rocks.
For one of the rocks or we walk.
The thing, well, no. He still wants the magic item. Do you have anything close to value of these rocks?
Do I? Digging into his backpack. Totally not looking up things right now. What are you talking about? What nonsense is this?
What bullshit is that?
I'll whisper to both T10 and Uda. It's a decent deal considering that these things are about their
What the fuck is this? That's way too expensive.
I'll be honest.
Alright, let's go with this.
I don't know what these are worth. I'll just follow your lead, Cubella.
The idea is to go a little higher like usual.
A little higher
Make
than what?
Make it 550 and you got yourself a deal for both of the rocks.
Whoa. Slow down there, Buckaroo.
Yeah, hold on. We still got items left.
I'd also shoot up for like 700 for both
And
of
an
them.
item.
I thought you immediately went, whoa, Buckaroo.
I wasn't finished. You guys were
Well, then,
interrupting me.
Macaroni.
And an
Hey,
item.
those are also insurance plans, alright?
As we said, we still need to know what he has worth value. We don't know what he has.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting as well.
Well, you're pushing up the price without knowing even what he into like 200.
Fair enough.
Depending
So
on
I won't say
item.
that yet. Retcon.
Yeah, give him up time to show his products.
All right.
The DM
You want a magic
Also,
thing?
get
I got
ready
you.
to verify them, Alex.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm on it.
I got you a magic thing right here. Right here. As he starts tugging really hard at his backpack, as you see something kind of leathery or cloth looking, as he barrels with what looks like a patchwork cloak in his hands.
I love that cloak.
Alright.
Yep.
I shall cast
Magic.
Identify to make sure it's legit.
Why would it be? Alright.
Identify as a touch spell, is it not?
Yeah, it's a touch spell, so if he allows me to touch it, I will cast it.
You got the touch.
As soon as you reach out, he pulls the cloak away.
Okay. Isn't the freezer was left in here?
Well, we're
If you let
making
us touch the cloak, if you let us touch the cloak,
Specifically?
you can hold
Isn't the
and
freezer was-
inspect
freezer was
this.
left in here?
As I pull out the diamond that I have,
Yeah, well, you
along
came
with
home.
some gold dust, and I cast immovable object
Why
on
am I
it
not
and
spending enough
stick it in
time,
the
but-
air right in front of him.
So you have no one to blame with being tired but yourself.
Beautiful.
You just watch this look of awe as he just
Well, whilst he's distracted,
watches the diamond.
Go ahead
That's
and
good.
investigate to your want. We'll investigate your item.
He holds out the cloak, but he does not let go of it.
yeah, I'm not gonna take it away from him. I'm just casting Identify on it.
Alright, casting Identify would reveal. It is, in fact, a robe of useful items.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Please, please, I want this so bad.
Everyone.
Okay.
Dude, I know it. I don't know the real
Can
price though, but I do
we?
want it. I definitely want it for one of us.
That cloak and 300 gold for both rocks.
Hold on, T10. You're not thinking wisely.
You let him give you a kiss.
All right.
Push it.
Here's the
Robe
deal.
of useful items. What does that mean?
All right. So here's the deal. Since both my partners here don't have real good business sense, you give us 550 for both of the rocks and the item. We'll call it a fair trade. Should I roll
Calm
persuasion?
down, Bella.
Yeah, give me that persuasion roll. I'm giving you a disadvantage because that's a bad deal. So it
You
just
have
balances out since you
advantage,
haven't.
so it cancels out to normal.
Yeah.
Here we go. That's a 13.
Christ, you are not rolling past a 10.
No, I'm
Oh,
rolling
damn.
past a 10. I have a 10 modifier. It's just not good rolls tonight.
That's my no. You're not rolling past a 10. Rolling.
Yeah,
That's the key word.
I know. I got what you meant.
I got that.
So, Goblin looks at you, immediately yanks the robe away. Nah. Okay, not a good deal. Not a good deal. No.
You're right. That was mainly.
I give you, and I take rocks and give you 100 gold.
No. That's even a worse
300,
deal.
as I previously stated, I think is the lowest we'll go.
I do like his deal a bit better.
All right.
As I point to T10.
300,
Y'all better give me some money, goddamn.
310 gold plus the item.
Shut up for a minute.
He goes, I throw my hand on his mouth. 300.
310 is
Let's
not that
go.
much different.
T10, let's see.
All right.
And remember, you have inspiration.
Advantage.
Also,
Good advantage.
Do inspiration.
Yeah, I know
1d8.
I am.
Yeah.
21.
21.
You see the goblin, look at the cloak, look at the gems, look at two different things at the same time with his one lazy eye, kind of think for a minute. You got a deal, as he holds out his hand for the other diamond.
As I hand over the other diamond.
I grab the
hand
cloak
you-
and I throw it on T10.
He takes the one large diamond and starts stuffing it into his backpack while he starts fishing for all the gold.
I leave the diamond in the air for a minute. Here, Cubella, Cubella, check this.
Okay, what am I supposed to be checking?
And I'll flick him a random piece of. Identify it to make sure it's real.
The cloak?
No, the gold.
The gold.
Sure. I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
It would work
if
if it's like
anything magical is
illusion.
going on, you'd know from identify. So if he's casting an illusion or transforming something that's not gold into gold, we'd know.
Alright, I shall do so.
Alright. With identify, as far as you can tell, this is most certainly not magical gold by any means. General inspection, it appears to be a legitimate gold coin. And he hands you guys the sack of 100 gold and just puts his paws on the immovable diamond, waiting for you for free.
The sack of 300 gold, you mean?
Yeah,
I hand the sack to Kibella. Are you going to count this one?
Yeah.
No, not Kibella, sorry. D10, I'm high.
It's
Wave
just...
my hand dismissively, and the diamond drops into his hands, and I start counting the gold one by one.
He immediately takes the diamond and starts chewing on it.
That's
Very
not really good for your teeth, you know.
Really not.
And
I
I will
don't
take
think he
the
cares.
gold after you finish counting. After we walk Kibella towards the main base, got everyone together.
We're not going back to the main base yet.
I did try
This is
your
the thing.
suggestion of getting as much as we can,
I'm just
but
walking.
we tried.
That's the point. And we continue walking towards the main base. I said, we're not gonna end there. We're just.
I know. We're just talking on the way.
No, I'm saying to T10.
Gotta do it.
But with that, you guys will do a bit of traveling, a bit of chatting, and let's go to Zane. That's not your name, Lorelei. Let's go to Lorelei.
I was about to say, who's Zane?
Don't worry.
I
I'm
know that
Zane
was
on
his
the
last
line.
character's name, wasn't it?
I'm based off Zane.
So,
All right, Blood Archer.
yeah, I let him know that I might be taking on Friday as well.
All right. Are you ready to investigate where that elf went? All right. So you've got your note in hand. You head to the marketplace, and I assume you're going to go back to where that hunter stand is that you found him.
What gives you that idea? The fact that
Yes, I am.
people else for the
Alright.
past 2 hours?
As you arrive, first thing you take note of is he is not there, and neither is most of his stuff. At best, there is probably a little table left behind, as well as a wooden box with a tree. Upon closer inspection, you do quickly notice there is a bloody handprint on the tree.
I guess I'll investigate
Love
it.
it how we're ignoring me the whole time.
I've been saying hi, you motherfucker.
He's just been patiently waiting his turn. Everyone's
like,
all off
I'm
in their
not-
own corner of the world.
Yeah. I'm like, howdy titty.
All right. You can go ahead and give me an investigation.
Oh, do I have to? Okay.
So, I mean, you don't have to, but you can do other things if you want to.
Do a Vogue pose instead. Let's see, investigation.
All right. 15. Inspecting it, for the most part, the tree appears to be still a living tree. It's not hollowed out or not. Looking over, there appears to be no other clues of note aside from a bloody handprint. The only other thing you can take note of is it's not a tree you're familiar with. So it's certainly not one from the forest.
Interesting. Are there any other clues to determine, like, if I'm, where do I go next
The
direction-wise?
only real thing you have to go off of is this tree.
That is my mouth.
So someone that might have nature be able to tell whether it's from.
Wait, wouldn't I be able to then at that point, considering the fact that I'm from the forest, or is that not how that
It's
works?
not from the forest.
Ah, there we
It's not
go.
from your
So much
forest.
better.
Yes.
Hi.
You can roll nature to see if you do know of it, if you'd like.
Alright, cool.
With a 4, the thing you know for sure is you have no idea where this tree is from.
You can take the tree with you.
I mean, it's about as tall as him. It's kind of a heavy tree. You can take someone to the tree.
So damn it, who would I have to take with me then?
You have your other tree fellow that might know something about nature.
Oh yeah, alright, I'm just gonna go run, grab him. I'm just gonna just put Kevin on my shoulders and just keep going.
Wait, what?
Where am I going?
We have a date to do with a tree. Come on.
Runs to the base, picks him up,
tree?
runs back to the tree.
Okay. Did I drink or something?
No.
Am I drunk?
Completely ignoring what Kevin did, so we have no idea what he has done at the base. We're gonna get back and see the table on the floor.
Yes.
Table.
Why are you guys laughing?
No, just all I imagine is you running past everything, just dead sprint as fast as possible, busting into the house, picking up a giant badger and putting it on your shoulder, and then dead sprinting back into the marketplace. I don't know how you're capable of any of this, but I don't care.
It's a medium.
I mean, it's a medium-sized creature. It's at least close to his size.
We're around this, so yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a
You can
whole
pick up
ass
a given.
person.
He's fine.
Yep.
He's not breaking anything. It's just wow. All right,
Motivated.
you are motivated. All right.
You know what the best part about me hearing that line is? I recently bought the Virgil DLC for DMC5.
Oh, nice.
All right. So you drag Kevin out of the house, and you just plop him down in front of this tree.
Politely. I tried to decipher the origin of this tree. I've been following clues based on the disappearance of my father. I spoke to you about that when we first met. Is there anything about this, based on your background, that can decipher anything that I don't know? Because right now I'm at a lost here. Kevin,
Yes.
I was talking to you the entire. I'm going to kill you. I swear to Christ,
I
I'm going to.
zoned out. I'm sorry.
I kind
Oh
of
my
like the
God.
idea that Kevin wasn't paying attention, just like staring at like a pretty, like bush
Like-
or like a
like,
animal. Like,
what
oh, I
just
should
happened?
talk to that later.
It's like I'm being carried
Yep.
into the market. The what?
All right. I'm going to say this as calmly as I can as I see a vein pop out of my forehead.
Yes, you see your face.
Yeah. I'm going to politely tell you to focus. And the reason why is because this tree, I don't recognize it. The symbol, however, I've been following because I received potentially trying to tell me that, there might be some answers to where my father is. So
Well,
I
it's
need
a
you to
good
see.
thing I have speak with plants.
He's gonna talk to the tree.
Oh yeah, I forgot
God
that's a
damn.
thing.
You're just
I
holding
for-
out, just like, yes, I know.
I forgot that that's a thing for him. That's crazy. That's insane. I have fucking Groot on my team.
Yeah.
Really?
God,
We can get,
yeah.
we can get information from plants.
No, druids are broken. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, druids are broken.
Yeah.
They're tanky,
I
they're,
could-
they're hard crowd control, and they're just a full caster. You can't fuck with that.
Yeah, if only
Yeah.
I could have access to comprehend languages, and then I could just talk to literally everything.
Yeah,
There's
fair
ways of
enough.
doing that. Anyway,
I could talk
Yeah.
out my problems. Like they teach us in
all right. So you want to cast Speak with Plants?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and pop that in the chat so I can read it over real quick. Communicate with you and follow simple commands. All right. So as you cast your spell, all of a sudden, You can literally says it just gives it the ability to speak. Yep, limited sentience and animation. You see the tree slightly shift, as if the tree was looking around. Oh, this is new.
That's fucking terrifying, but all right.
What up? What up, homie? How you doing, LB?
Did you just call
I
the tree a homie?
Yeah.
I understand what those mean. We're speaking words.
Yeah, so are you.
I am. What is going on? How do I know what I'm saying? How do I know what you're saying? This is bizarre.
Does Lorelei want to ask a
Magic,
question?
baby.
Can
Oh,
Lorelei
would I
actually
be?
ask?
Yeah, I'm like, are only you're able to understand it, or would I be able to understand it at this point?
No, the tree is speaking out loud. Everyone can
Oh, speaking
understand it.
common. Oh, okay. I'm because even though I traveled with Kevin, I wasn't aware that he could fucking communicate with trees.
Well, it is a
I caught
third
him
level
talking to a rose
spell.
bush once before, but so I'm just gonna sweat drought. I'm gonna tip my hat to a tree, and I'm gonna ask it if it happens to know anything about the bloody handprint that's with on it. Have you seen anyone that's recently shown up with that have placed the handprint on him following a lead?
I, um, hmm, yes, yes, I do. Yes, there was a person like you two. He had placed his hands on me, getting some sort of liquid. I guess it was blood. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but I know the word, so I must understand it. Anyways, yes, he puts the. I believe it was last night. Yes.
All right, fantastic.
Yes.
Is there any description you can give or direction that they went?
Well, let's see. Um, he looked like your friend there, as he points at Kevin, but a much fairer skin. Skin? Oh, that's a different word. That's not like bark at all. Anyways, yes,
I'm gonna write all
skin.
this in my notepad.
And then he, he had one of my dead brother's faces on his face.
It's, excuse me. He had what?
A mask. He had a mask on his face.
A plant
The,
mask.
They look like Mia. How similar?
It,
the ears. He had sharp ears like yours.
Okay.
yeah, we know it's an elf. We've known that.
A pale elf. So like
I don't know what that is, but sure, probably, maybe. I know it's an elf now. That's information.
That is information, tree.
Say to the tree, elves are usually folk that respect and appreciate plant life and forest life, similar to us.
That explains a lot. He took great care of me. I remember him taking me from up in the mountains as a seedling, and very carefully. I don't know why. That seems quite unnecessary. I would have grown fine up in the mountains.
That's very, very specific.
Well, that's
Huh,
where I grow. We specifically grow up in the mountains. Everywhere else.
so, would you say that this person who came yesterday, the direction he left, would you say that it would be in the direction of the mountains per se?
Well, this is the first time I know anything about but I think, and I'm happy to guess here, I think he came from there, as he kind of points at one of his branches to up into the mountains that are sort of far past, or a bit past the town itself, where you happen to notice very similar but much larger trees growing up there.
I'm gonna thank the tree, tip my hat, and wave goodbye for all his help. And I'm gonna tell Kevin to do the same and then follow me.
Alright. I wave and go, bye bye.
Have fun dying in the house.
So, anyway, there's a tunnel in our basement.
Why is there a tunnel in your basement?
I don't fucking know. I went down there to clean it. A tunnel with something
Now, I
that
have a question for
brutally
you, Kevin.
murdered someone.
Did
It's
you?
already there.
Okay, so for
It is
in
a
this,
long ass tunnel.
okay,
There's bones that have been down there for a little while, and someone was brutally murdered by the look of the skull. And I have no
these
clue
these
who did it.
events might be connected, or they might just be circumstantial. But in my experience and all my travels, with and without you, my friend, I don't really truly believe in coincidences.
Yeah, I don't think it's a coincidence because no one has entered that basement for a while. Like cobwebs and stuff.
Almost
And I was like, those bones
moldy
were old.
smell.
Uh, would there have been?
He
Yeah,
did describe it
sure.
being musty, so yeah.
I know, but it's like
It
I
was
didn't
very
know that, so I'm
musty.
filling myself in.
I did
Very
say
musty.
dusty, not musky, but I mean, yeah, basically unkept earth, dark and damp.
Yeah, that definitely means it's been undisturbed for quite a few nights, years even. Uh, all right,
And
all right. I appreciate you backing me up
and
here.
Yeah,
do note, Kevin, the bones that you found, they were specifically rotting, which that takes quite a while as well.
those bones were rotting.
That means it was decades since anyone has set foot down there, minimum.
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
much since that guy was dead.
Best
Dead for a
case
while.
scenario, that murder happened within the past 10 years.
Okay. So me and Kev's aware I can't believe I'm saying this in D&D, a tree gave us directions.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
know
wait
what?
for this tree to endure the horror of losing its sentience in about 9 minutes or so.
I mean, it basically goes back to being normal as far as I can tell.
Comes across it. Just a
Well,
random
someone
person.
comes up, it's like, "Oh, hello, Mr.
Hello.
Tree. Hello, I'm a tree. Ah, not being
Yeah,
able
I
to
think the
talk
townspeople
to
would,
just
that
steal some
town
magic
person
grain
would
from it.
scream and ask for the guard to burn it, thinking it was some type of demon possessing a tree.
Oh, I can do things now. And it just it either becomes like a rumor, or that guy. The people just think that guy's insane.
Or it becomes the next ghost story.
Yeah, the
I'm
talking
gonna say 2 of you go ahead and give me some survival rolls because you're going through some pretty difficult terrain here. Let's see if you manage to get up there without a hit.
Hey, I'm pretty sure I got proficiency in survival. Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah,
To
you
be
guys.
fair, to be fair, you have a higher modifier, and I got higher base than you, which makes no sense. But I'm pretty sure we both fucked up.
You're much better at navigating trees, forests, even swampland. Mountains is not your forte. On your way up
I
there,
know.
you guys
Yeah,
trip, you guys fall, you guys get
It's climate
stuck
as
for
well.
a minute.
You've
End
never
up
been that
taking
high.
you end up taking 5 damage, just trying to get your asses up there.
Suffocation damage.
No.
That's force.
Well, no. No, I'm saying because the climate it changed. That breaks your fucking stamina hard.
Yeah, your guys are
5 altitude damage.
Thank
5
you. That's the right
altitude
word.
damage.
That's the right word.
Perfect. All right. You
Altitude
guys head up
sickness
into
is
high
not to be
there.
trifled with.
So the two of you arrive into a small forest, much more your forte, but the air is thin. It is not fun to navigate this place. The trees are fairly tall, at least an extra foot or two above how well grown that tree is. And it's a dense forest, but the trees are gapped up or have enough gaps that you can navigate between them fairly easily. So,
So
going into this forest, which one of you shall lead the charge?
I'm not that good in investigation, so it's just purely Lorelai. I'm like, yo, tell
Yeah,
me where you
I'll
think we should
lead.
go, and I can cast Speak with Plants again.
Yeah,
I get
like I'll lead.
information from I can get information from all plants within 30 feet of the spell.
Cool. I'll signal you if necessary to do that because if you just do it now, we're gonna have every fucking leaf in this radius going top of the morning to you, and I'm just gonna lose my mind.
Not to mention the grass,
Uh,
what little there is.
well, no, it affects a single plant, I believe.
No, it says
It says within
uh
30 radius. I think 30 feet
I
radius.
am
I
feeling
think.
so.
Oh yeah, so just the whole forest.
Laurel.
Hello, this is a new feeling.
You gotta be like, I am Groot. I am Groot. Shut the fuck.
God damn it.
As you guys can't even get a word in edgewise. They're all too busy finally being able to communicate with each other out loud. Hello, tree. Yes, I am a tree as well. Hello. Anyway, all right. So, Laura, you guys are now in the forest. What do you want to do first in trying to hunt down the whereabouts of this guy?
One more time, what'd you say?
You guys are up in the forest. How
Yeah.
do you want to try and look for this guy or look for traces of him?
Let's see here. I'm trying
What
to think.
specifically do you want to look for?
Well, I'm kind of infernal heritage slash the fact that I borrow lycanthropy powers. Would I have enough? Would I have a what you call it? Strong enough sense of smell that because I already saw the bloody handprint on the note and the bloody handprint on the tree, do you think I would have been able to pick up a scent that would have me somewhat follow the general direction of that particular blood,
Um,
or at least get a general direction? Because I don't want to be flying blind here.
I say you can go ahead and roll a perception
I
check.
get
All
them
right.
See if you.
guidance
Or
or
sniff.
help action.
Roll for the sniff.
The help action would be better because then he gets advantage on this roll.
I'll give them the help action.
Uh, you give a good sniff as well. You forest people are well attuned. So thank God for that help action. With a 16, you guys taking good sniffs around, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
the smell as you kind of lock at about not even 10 feet away from you. You can smell that blood, and you start making your way over to the particular tree that has that scent.
Just like he suggested. So they're taken from here, seedlings, and planted down below. So I don't understand why you would do that, but
As soon as you walk over, you notice the bloody handprint, but bizarrely, this is fresh blood, like happened a matter of minutes ago. It's not even dry yet. And as soon as you get close to it, give me a dexterity roll. Or dexterity saving throw.
no.
Both of us?
Just Lorelei, he's the one with a 10. As soon as you take a step, you already know it's too late as a rope wraps around your ankle and you flip upside down and get dragged up into the
That's
tree.
treasure. I would have had it 20 for. All right.
I'm a bit.
Oh,
I'm gonna roll stealth. Who be like, hold on, someone's here.
You can try to roll stealth.
I rolled a 22.
At that point, what did you do? You became one with the fucking tree? I swear to God, Kevin.
I'm trying to think.
I'm like, hold on. They don't
The
know I'm
thing
here.
is-
I could get a
Let the DM explain, and then we'll see what happens.
That's a strong assumption.
Well, they don't know I'm
they
here
don't know considering he
now.
just set up a trap. I'm gonna say you have disadvantage
Trash.
because they were you were already being watched. I am just borrowing a stat sheet, as far as you know. Maybe it's a drow stalking you, maybe it's not. But either way, they do still notice you, Kevin, as all of a sudden you hear a bolt whiz, but managed to just barely miss you.
Barely. It's fucking 5. My AC is 17.
It misses you and lodges into the tree, where a tree next to you. As you know, you are now under attack. What do you want to do?
Speak with plants and tell them to protect us. Me and Lorelei.
Hilarious.
Can, you can try.
I'm gonna shout in Infernal that we came this way literally, and I'm gonna, as I'm dangling, hold the note.
Hold the note.
Yeah, I had a note that originally had me go on this trail.
Cool. You're speaking in Infernal.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it to whoever the fuck is around, because weren't they ones responsible for fucking leading us this way?
Ooh, I don't know Infernal.
Yeah, Kevin, you can't understand it, but
I'll say it about once in Infernal, and based on your response, if I have enough time before somebody gets hurt, I'll repeat it again in Common. But I'm gonna assume Infernal.
All right.
Oh shit! My top hat would have left my head and revealed my horns. Damn it!
Yep.
You're already speaking Infernal. I don't know how much more obvious.
I mean, T10 literally looks like BB-8 on a good day, and he spoke Celestial. So what? Racist.
You cast Speak with Plants, my good sir. As you expected, all of the trees. Hello, and so Kevin, what specifically do you ask the trees?
Protect us. Me and Lorelei, the dude hanging.
Lorelei, you feel yourself suddenly getting lowered to the ground as the branch you are on enough that you can touch the ground with your hands.
Wave, thank you, and I'm gonna politely land and grab my fucking hat and put my horns back underneath.
With that, you suddenly hear the trees start to speak to each other. What was that? Oh, okay, I will pass it along. Yes. Hello, forest dwellers. What was he again? He's elf. The elf. He's hiding in the trees. He has a message for you.
To accept the message, I just would like first to stop playing games here. I came here with no intent to cause any problems other than to get answers.
He would like you to drop all of your weapons.
Christ almighty.
I have a sword that
I'm gonna just say, fuck it. I'm gonna have Kevin stand by this particular tree that helped me get down. I'm gonna pass him, because I still have it. My regular crossbow. I'm gonna let him keep my unupgraded crossbow. By the way, I'm gonna give him my upgraded crossbow. I'm gonna give him my fucking dagger. I'm gonna give him my whip, and I'm just going to fucking give him. I'm gonna give Kevin to hold. Stay here. All my weapons, all my deadly shit, and I'm going to proceed to receive the message, knowing that damn well that it's putting me at a disadvantage.
is a hand crossbow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm giving you a hand crossbow, a regular one, and I'm also giving you my upgraded one, which is a +1, my dagger, and my whip.
Right.
The trees will receive another message as they'll a branch will sort of float or not float, hang down and point at Kevin. He has to drop his weapons too.
I drop my one sword.
Next to the tree, where we're not actually carrying it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And please step away. Not please? Oh, it's a demand. It's a command. Step away from the weapons. At least 10 feet.
I'm gonna. Haven't already heard that, so I'm gonna assume he's gonna do it. I'm gonna grab this very inconspicuous branch and roll my eyes as obviously as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Back us at each other in the forest and fucking give up my weapons, motherfucker.
All right. As you guys step away from the weapons, out from one of the leafy branches hangs down the elf with a black wooden mask that you had met the other day. He is wielding 2 hand crossbows.
I'm just not gonna give a shit. If he did all of this and doesn't see that all my weapons and danger shit's on the floor, then that's up to him. I'm gonna approach him in the most calming way I can to attempt to ask him, may I please get some answers for this little case we've been
As
up
you
to.
walk towards him, go ahead and give me an insight roll.
Oh god, fucking bear's trap! I swear to Christ, Johnny.
Insight is reading people's body language. As you start to step closer to him, you notice he begins to visibly shake and get worried as you approach him.
I'm gonna scratch my head, and I guess I'll just speak from a distance. One of the things I'll ask is, why is he so concerned? I'm literally here to just get answers about the note that you left me. Oh wait, isn't this the dude that thought I was going to fucking murder him in cold blood the other day?
Yes.
Yes, it's the guy that sold you the hand crossbow.
That is so trash. That is so trash. There's no trust amongst hardware. I gave you. I'm gonna say this in Inferno. I paid you handsomely for that new crossbow. Because for one thing, what we need to do to survive. And this is how you repay me. You're nervous. You're scared. You're holding a crossbow up not only just to me, but my bodyguard. You asked us to get rid of our weapons. What more do you need in terms of trust? I could have killed you in broad daylight if that's what I wanted to do way back when, instead of helping you out by getting one of your wares.
With that, Kevin, this is the first time you're seeing this man. History or a religion check?
Whatever. I'm guessing he has
my
highest.
history. Let's see with my religion.
Bro, I'm tilted.
Both 0.
This is very well designed, Johnny. I'm tilted. I'm
got
legit
a nat
angry.
20.
All right, Kevin, as soon as you see this mask, you remember this event. It was when you were a child still, but you remember this event because it was kind of a big deal. That is a mask of the exile. Normally they're not painted black like that.
I mean, I knew it was an exile mask. I just didn't know it was not that color.
Very rarely are they painted black like that. They're specifically that color when someone is exiled for speaking with banished or evil spirits from the forest.
Oh, I get
This
it.
guy,
Oh, I get it. Oh, no.
So he was exiled traitor to the forest.
And now I see why he's so fucking schizophrenic about me even breathing near him.
Yes, especially considering your family's reputation.
Because the only creature I can think of that's like considered like blasphemy is like, huh? What did my father do? He helped get rid of the Dark Fae. Huh? So I'm just gonna in character get a light bulb. Gonna click on why he's being so cautious. Why he's being so ridiculous.
I will say this much first. Kevin, do you relay the information?
With telepathically.
All right, perfect.
You can fucking do. I keep forgetting druids are broken. Go ahead.
That's not
That's
even
not
a
a druid
druid.
thing,
That's
that's-
just a feed.
Wait,
Yeah.
are we
One
even
of-
in range for that or no?
None of the rest of you are. They are.
Okay.
You specifically tell him.
Yeah.
But yeah, now
I'm gonna speak,
light bulb.
calm myself in realization.
Wait, he had dark elf? He had drow?
As far as you can tell, he is just a pale elf. You can't really denote what kind of elf, but he's not from this distance.
Cause I'm telepathic to Lorelai. Yo, should we demand him to take off the mask?
I don't think those
I'm just
things
gonna
can be
look at
taken
my
off.
buddy with just stupidity because scenario here. So I'm going to, after he relayed the information telepathically, I'm gonna speak to the mass motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
It occurs to me that I finally figured out why you've been so apprehensive towards me. Because what you did to deserve that wonderful piece of jewelry on your face. Now I'm here to tell you, I don't give a fuck what you did, even though I myself, just because of personal reasons, I just want to know where the fuck my father went. Because a long time ago, he disappeared.
You see him briefly, sort of kind of glare behind the mask, look towards both of you. You see him give this sort of sigh as he holsters the hand crossbows and flips down from the tree.
Like he's
I mean,
safe.
he had
Like I
weapons
couldn't just be like,
trained.
yo, take him out of the tree.
To be
I mean,
fair,
he can
Johnny,
speak to the trees too. So
Johnny, to be fair, I don't know if he would have known this about me, even though he knows who my family is, because, like, I'm pretty sure if I decided to go about it the idiot way, the Tim way, I could have just charged, he could have hit me, and I would have hellish rebuked him out the fucking tree.
I would have
Okay,
just.
Tim was not
I was
that
like thinking,
reckless,
should I
come
just
on.
cast Gust of Wind?
Hellish Rebuke
Not
was
Fair
his
enough.
push.
last 15 feet
And
away.
Gust of Wind would work, yes.
Yeah, but,
Can I
go
just
ahead,
knock
Johnny,
him off?
except he halted the crossbow, he gave a big sigh, proceed.
I'm relieved. uh, you have no idea how long I've been waiting. I'm glad to see that it's not time for my execution yet. Apologies. You bringing your friend here made me rather nervous, as you understand. Yes, I have some information of what may have happened to your father, or better to say, I know of someone that does know where your father went.
Interesting. Proceed.
You see, when your father disappeared, it was quite an uproar in the village, because he didn't tell anyone he was leaving. He was just gone. Overnight. My father was a part of the search party that was sent to hunt him down. The search party mostly came back empty-handed. Spare for my father. He found someone out in the forest that knew about the whereabouts of yours. But when he returned with that information and relayed it to the elders, they had him executed. It took quite a bit of time for me to follow his footsteps, but I managed to track down what he found.
Interesting.
The problem is I don't know how to find him again. Well, better to say, I only found traces of his existence. Most of...
to team up together then.
If you're willing and able, yes.
Oh, quick question though. What I must have slipped my mind with being hung upside down and all. What was your name again?
Oh, I don't believe I properly introduced myself. I'm terribly sorry. Xavier.
Pleasure. I'm gonna shake his hand. I'm gonna look him in the eye and say, "Let's work together to solve this case for both of our lineages." But one thing, if you pull a stunt like that again, I'm gonna.
There it is.
He does laugh slightly, but you can feel his hands beginning to shake in your hands. Yes, I believe that. Anyways, the being that knew of the whereabouts of your father, I was never able to track him down. One of his surrogates.
Well, let's gather our stuff, and I guess you can lead the way. We have other people in our group, but I would like to get as much intel as we can in the short time that we have available. Worst case scenario, we can always regroup. I let my other friends know that also have nothing against you because I would vouch for you. And I just want to see how far we can go with this on our own before we need to enlist the help of us that already have potentially a few things that we're taking care of.
Well, as much as I would love to travel with you and help in that way, I can't return to the forest.
I haven't been back to the forest in years. All I'm asking is that we solve this mystery, and you can either choose in between all of that to travel with us because we're traveling other directions, and I don't know, maybe at some point, depending on, I can try to clear your name if we succeed in this.
No, sir, my name does not need to be cleared. I understand why I wear this mask. It's by choice. I understand what I did wrong. I understand the dangers it poses to the forest. The Dark Fae were responsible for the destruction of the forest once upon a time. I just value the founding of our founder more than...
Stan. All right, fine. Let's take care of this, and then we can just stay proper associates whenever you might need my help, outside of the forest, of course.
That would be best. I have no problem giving you the information I have.
Meanwhile, Alex.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
So you your way back down the mountain, and with that, we shall go down back into the town. And Mr. Ingrid.
Make sure we gather our weapons back, by the way. And Kevin, add a hand crossbow, not +1, just a regular hand crossbow to your inventory. I'm giving that to you because I have another. I don't need two.
Got it. I don't think I can use it. Hold on, let me check.
Oh,
no.
for fuck's sakes! I I will give it to you. Just add that to your inventory, and then we'll figure something out where maybe someone else on the crew requires it. But I'm not a gunslinger here. I'm not an artificer. I don't need two hand crossbows at the same time.
It's like I just need to figure out how it works. I know how to aim and stuff. It's just like
I'm gonna look at him and be like, listen, you can talk to a rose bush. You can talk to a horse. You can learn how to use a crossbow. But with that being said, keep going. And then Johnny's gonna put it off towards the next people.
Yes. Mr. Ingrid, I assume you are wanting to do something.
Oh yes. I would mainly like to. Fucking dog. I would like to explore the town right now. Oh,
Okay.
shit. Yep.
What are we looking for while we explore the town?
Well, shopping is my main directive at this moment. So if I do encounter the others, I completely ignore them out of partial embarrassment and partial annoyance. I am mainly looking for a magic shop to help with spellcasting.
All right. So the way we were doing it before was you kind of describe how you want to hunt down this particular shop, and then I will decide what kind of skill check you'll have to use to hunt that down, and we will see
I
how
am
well you
literally
are at
popping
finding
my
it.
head into every single shop, looking around and seeing if it is to my needs.
Okay. We'll just give that as a straight perception roll. For the most place, the marketplace is a lot of like proper buildings, but with a
Nature revive the Sentinel intuition ability. Every time I
you
roll insight or perception, I get to add a d4.
yes. You go by and you see a variety of people selling whatever random thing. A blacksmith selling this, one weapons, this, that. But then there's one cart that draws your attention, as the cart is floating.
Yes!
And stood next to the cart appears to be a red dragonborn with a very scarred up face, just leaning against the cart looking tough. But this just might be the place you're looking for.
Yep. I just walk up to the Red Dragonborn. You're the owner of this card?
You get no response.
You deaf?
As you sort of look at him, you realize his eyes are closed, and you briefly hear snoring.
I just knock on the I just knock on the
As you knock on it, all of a sudden the dragonborn, oh, hello, hi,
yeah,
you're
you're the
very
owner?
hello. Yes, I am the owner. What can I do for you, citizen?
I'm looking to buy something to help with my spells of divine nature.
Oh, a fellow wielder paladin as well.
No, the other kind. No, I'm the other kind.
Oh, I see. Well, it just so happens that we carry precisely what you're looking for.
Inside
One
check.
moment.
Inside check. I'm gonna be triggered. Oh, hold on.
Rue is Arya then?
No,
There
24.
does not appear to be a horse or a horse of any kind with the carriage
Okay.
or with the
Sorry.
wagon. The wagon is just floating there by itself.
Wait,
Yeah, I'm
what
just
color
insane
is it?
crap out of the sky.
He's a red dragonborn.
Yes.
What color is the wagon?
It's wood with some very fancy, intricate designs.
Sorry, some
Is it
stuff's happening outside. I
m-
gotta double check things.
is it
I'll be back in a minute, please.
mahogany?
Expensive, fine wood. It's mahogany.
Made from the
Mahogany.
planets from. I can't.
Made from the demon trees of Malchior 7 that breathes fire.
I need babies. Oh, something like that. I know he said one more thing about them.
I'm pretty sure they can bend the rules of space and time.
Oh, it allows me to bend the rules of space and time.
Yep. All right. Oh yes, beautiful floating carts, regal design, very expensive looking.
What is the conversion god? I wonder.
What is no conversion? What?
I mean, I don't think his original god exists in this world.
Not in the traditional sense, no. At the very least, there is no known god of Bahamut.
But T10, this little instant gives me a grip. So be ready for that.
Oh, what we need to do right now, Ud and I are going clothes shopping.
What?
I'm
Well,
confused as
you see, you're the more business-minded person here, and I have a meeting with the Meyer family tonight.
Is Miss Maya inviting us again?
No, I assume it's the brother.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
I have a meeting. Proposed a business transaction.
This is what.
And back to.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes,
So-
the more important character.
With your insight roll.
24.
As far as you can tell, this man is being very honest, but he's definitely he's leaving out information, and you quickly can find out.
Can I tell how annoying he will be to deal with?
Possibly.
Depends on your definition of annoying.
He's very loud.
He will be annoying.
As he bangs just a one solid boom on the side of the cart, as all of a sudden you hear a loud crash, bang, racket stomping, and a tumble as some from the back end of the cart.
Is it the red dragon?
It is a red tiefling.
There he is. There he is.
Dressed in some very fancy, some like business casual but very expensive clothes, with a very interesting chain necklace hanging from his neck as he falls to the ground, going, "Fucking God! Bellator! What the hell did I tell you about disrupt? Who the hell is this?" As the Dragonborn kind of does this little wink, nudge, leaning over towards you, not trying to say anything.
Speak up, man. You're making yourself look like an idiot.
No, I'm trying to signal to my sales associate here. As Sebastian suddenly clicks in Sebastian's head that you don't know that's his name. The tiefling's head. We all know who it is.
Yeah, we all know. We all
Yeah.
knew it was gonna be.
We all knew as soon as you said red tiefling.
He quickly
Red
gets up
tiefling.
and
As soon as I heard the cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is fairly just dusting himself off as he comes over. Oh, hello. You're interested in a purchase of some sort. What are you in the market for?
Thing to help with my divine casting.
As you see him twitch at the sight of the word of that. Divine.
Wonderful.
Lovely. Well, I think we have good to help you out. What sort of divinity are you happen to look for?
My kind.
That's not very informative at all.
But I think cleric is the technicality. Look, it's weird.
I meant the god you worship, kid.
Ah. Yes, the ship. Damn, help me out here. I know I learned the name, damn it.
The gods are posted on the thing.
What?
There's a thing for all the gods.
Oh, right, he updated it.
I think I did. Didn't
Hope you did.
Yeah, Lady in Darkness.
As soon give me another insight roll.
Yay! I love these insights. Because I'm so good at them somehow. It's not like I get a 1d4 all the time or anything. You know, putting me up to a 9.
As you look at both of them, they get both of these guys get a look of shock and acceptance just very quickly. You hear that? You hear that about yeah. I keep wanting to call him Balthazar, but his name is Balasar. You hear that, Balasar? He's looking for that god.
Look, do you have something or not?
Am I? Depends on how much gold you're looking to get rid of. So, I mean, that type of thing's incredibly rare, hard to find.
I'll trade you for a diamond.
Use that.
He does have
Bit
one.
more.
I do have one.
Bit more specific. Can you show me the diamond?
I have the diamond in the palm of my hand.
I got something. As he reaches into his vest and pulls out what looks like a rusty iron mug. That's about all I can give you for that thing.
Pardon?
This, I can give you this for the diamond.
What is it?
It's a mug.
What does it do?
It's a bug. What does it do? Like,
What does it do other than hold drinks? Does it warm them up? Because if so, that's pretty pathetic for 300 gold worth of diamond.
I mean, I suppose you could warm some. Well, I don't know if you can actually warm anything. That'd be a good experiment.
Yeah,
No. Watch. Huh?
I'm
See
watching.
inside the mug here? Completely
Yes.
empty. Bone dry. He even flips it open. Nothing comes out. Or flips it over. Huh? Now, he presses it to his lips, and all of a sudden you just see a gush of ale pour out from the mug as he drinks from it. And as soon as he removes it from his lips, and he shows you now the mug is full of some sort of
Beverage, please.
Okay, but how is this meant to help with my spellcasting?
Get drunk.
I didn't say it was going to help with your spellcasting. I said this is what I could give you for that.
Wasting my time. Palm it away. Start walking away.
See you later, Miss Ingrid.
Okay, how
Walks back over.
You turn around, you see he's already disappeared. Presumably back into his cart as Balasar is just standing there. I'll be honest, I have no idea what he's talking
I just walk over and kick the caravan with my boot. Get your ass back out here!
Please don't assault our wagon, sir. I'm not even allowed to do that.
Oh boy.
Sir, I highly recommend don't do that
Kick.
again. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity save.
Oh, that's the problem.
There it is. There it is. Sorry, hold on, let me put down my drink. Dex. Oh shit.
Hey.
Look, that's gonna happen, King.
You explosion of fire happens right in your face. You manage to dodge out of the way of it, only taking half damage. So, solid 7.
Yeah.
7 fire. I tried to warn you.
Well, get his ass back out of here.
No.
Yes.
No, I don't think that's a good idea. He clearly does not want to be disturbed. He did just try to blow you up.
And he failed miserably.
I still got
Okay,
score.
he
Still
took
got
half
score.
damage.
Yeah, but he's not dead. That's why he failed miserably.
He was trying to kill him. He would have upcasted him.
Yeah. Could have been majorly screwed. I flip him the bird and walk away.
And a fine day to you, sir.
Go fuck yourself.
I will not do that, but thank you. As he leaned up against the cart, and you kind of already see him nodding off to sleep again.
Balazar doesn't deserve this treatment.
He does, damn it. I say he does, damn it.
Others just chilling.
Is everybody back at the house?
Alright. With that, Mr. Ingrich, did you want to try and meet up with the party, or are you still trying to piss off from everyone?
Far out. Yeah, I'll meet up at the party.
Alright.
Cool. You finally noticed the table bolted to the floor.
Yeah,
Just
Rue, do you want
bolts.
me to roll for the number of patches on the robe?
Yes.
They leave for 1 hour, and the table is bolted to the floor. Why?
Tunnel in the basement. It's been there for decades.
What about a tunnel in the basement?
And some in the bones.
So why did you bolt a table over the hole?
so nothing could get in.
Just leaving the table there would have been more than enough. Why bolt it?
In
All
case
together
they
again?
tried to
Or am I still with
force.
the elf?
Why not
I-
just check
Kevin,
that?
Only thing.
By my
even if you did bolt it, they still could use
myself?
force. That doesn't
Could've
stop
waited
them from
for
trying
us.
it.
Johnny, am I back with the rest of them, or am I with the elf somewhere else?
I assume you would have taken him to the house.
All right, cool. That's fine. Works for me.
My only question is, yes, T10 and Uda, was there? You wanted to go clothes shopping? What you wanted to do, or just getting some fancy clothes?
Yeah.
Sorry, was I muted? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I wanted to get a decent set of clothing for both of us for the evening tonight.
I don't look that bad as I look down and I'm covered in fucking food stains.
Yeah, no, our clothes are currently destroyed.
As soon as they say
Oh,
that,
yeah,
woo!
this is-
Can I help?
Oh yeah, I look terrible.
We have not changed since the first session.
I have my clothes are currently singed. If anything, I smell the best.
If anything, I actually smell the best because I take a bath.
Does
Like a
anyone have
civilized
physical irritation
person.
Because you haven't taken a
Oh
bath
jeez,
since you've been
Uda,
with
what the
us.
hell happened to you?
And we're not back at the base yet.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I thought you were.
Yes. They are going shopping real quick.
Oh,
Yeah, me and T10 are gone.
We don't even really have to roleplay it.
guys,
Just some-
avoid the floating carriage. Trust me.
Oh, and while we're doing that, so Uda, so here's the deal. I told them the Dramer company, the one the Myers own, that I used to work for the Tolkiens, the company, the mayor of Proes. No, wait.
Petramo.
God, city names.
Petramo.
Petramo. The mayor of Petramo, the one who tried to kill us. Anyway, I showed them the map we used to get here, and said I'd sell it to them with more information. And I have a little bit more information for them. And I was trying to get as much out of the deal as possible. They've invited me for a meeting. With the Myers, I assume that's good news. And since you're the most business-minded here, I thought you would be a good person to bring along.
I will try to act my best since we're having to get fine clothing.
If you guys
Dress up for
want,
this.
I could dress you guys up. I have a few costumes.
You're not
on
with
order.
us. You went back to the.
I know. I'm just
You
saying.
already
I got a
compensated with
character.
them. So when we're getting clothing, I want to haggle just a little bit because he doesn't need a fine coat. He already has a coat. So can we drop it down to 26?
Give me a persuasion.
-1. Yeah,
That's performance.
wrong. Oop. Same thing.
Yep, you managed to haggle him down to 26.
Okay.
And we come back spiffing.
Mm-hmm.
Spiffin.
As everyone appears to be arguing over why is there a hole in the back of the room that leads to the basement, covered by a table.
Kevin, if
Go
they
right
wanted, if the creature wanted to use force, it would have used force regardless if the table was bolted or not.
Is everyone talking about force?
Oh, Kevin
What?
found a hole in the frickin' basement and decided it was the best idea to bolt a table over the hole,
Look, I'm just as
We're gonna
lost
do it.
as you guys,
despite
honestly.
evidence suggesting that it's been at least a decade
Pull my hammer out of
ago.
my pocket, walk over to it. Pull, 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 push the table away. I jump down.
All right, probably about a good 5, maybe 6 feet down. Oop. As soon as you hit the ground, you immediately kick up a fresh pile of dust straight into your face as you have to wave your hand out of your face.
I'm still not used to that.
As very similar as when Kevin went down there, full of cobwebs, dust, dark and damp. And
I
if you go
thought
ahead
you
and
said
pull
you were
out,
cleaning this.
I like to give you my memories of the events, so I just don't
I
have to
snap off
talk.
one of the legs. Sorry, I snap off one of the legs of the table, cast firebolt on top of it, and just jump down with it as a torch.
all right, now you guys have light. And there's the tunnel.
Oh my.
I guess he's not wrong.
Do you want me to go first, or are you?
I
Um,
can always go
Alright.
first.
Yeah, fun. You want the torch out front, or?
Are we wanting to investigate this now?
I spoke for later.
Pussy.
What? We have other things to worry about, don't we?
Are Uda and T-Tin going to a party?
Yeah, T10. When are we going?
This evening, so be ready.
How long away is Sean evening from?
It would be later in the afternoon right now, so fairly soon, a few hours from now.
But let me know if you need anything.
I just
Do we want to
realized
explore
something.
the tunnel? Sure.
I don't want to change my pants.
Alright.
I'll just spiff with my suit. Who wants the fancy pants?
Um,
How?
I'll take them. Worst case scenario, I can work on a new costume.
Because, like, I'm a tall boy.
Yeah, but I don't think those pants would fit yet.
Yeah, I'm also really skinny.
I would certainly say Uda is well fed.
Yeah.
I have what essentially is not the Captain America body, but a little slimmer than that. Though I don't have muscle, not at all. Well, no muscle toning.
Mm-hmm. You're all lean. You're all lean muscle.
Except me, I'm bulking.
And the
Muscles,
rest of you.
not, like, overly.
I mean, these shoulders are designed to carry the whole team, so.
All right, so are we exploring the tunnel or no?
No.
He doesn't want to, so I'm just going to jump back up, push the table after Alex gets out, and then I'm going to throw another thing on top of the table and just call it there and leave.
You know, I'm curious. Me and Xavier can go check down the
So,
tunnel.
are we just...
We're gonna
Let's
have
save
dinner
that for
first.
later.
But
Because right now I feel like that with this, no, we got a sibling rivalry on our hands.
No, come to think about it, this actually reminds me of a play I was a part of.
Besides,
And I want to fuck them
besides,
both over as much as possible.
hear me out real quick. There is someone that's been here maybe as long as that tunnel. Shrugs right there as I point up.
This actually reminds me of a play that I was a part of.
No one cares.
Okay, we're going, and I fucking start dragging T10. I grab him by the coat.
Well, you two have fun.
I'm going with him.
And try to get some information if you can.
There you
He
guys.
did say
I'll
it
have a
was
station.
one.
You can always join us. Oh wait, no, never mind.
Ingrid, you absolutely can go with. It is just the note does specify one guest, so they might not let you in the building.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And D10 has
Exceptions?
selected Uda.
You want to do what?
Damn it.
So, what do you guys want to do while they're away?
Just imagine someone pulls out a deck of cards.
Deck of many things.
Luckily, we do not have that.
I'm just gonna smoke for my.
Okay. He's smoking?
I'm gonna go
That's
explore
typical.
the town some more.
DM, would there be a casino here or no?
If you head to the marketplace, I imagine you can find people like playing like betting games and stuff.
I could earn some extra cash. Oh, speaking of cash, uh, did we split that money or who's holding it?
I grabbed it all.
Okay.
You think I was gonna split that after you stabbed me? Really?
No, I meant did we split with the entire with the most of the party? Is what I meant to say.
Sure.
Or is
As far as I
Uda
know,
just
Uda still
go?
has.
Or is Uda just go hoard it?
I'm pretty much broke. I got 10 gold and 4
Yeah.
silver. Sheesh.
As I normally see the person with the most gold, I'm considered the wallet. Don't worry about it.
All right, so Uda's gonna hold it for
So-
now.
Uda, T10, Ingrid, did you want to go with them? Or
I'll go with them, see if I can get in, and if not, I'll explore the town some more.
alright. So you three go ahead and trail off. As you start smoking Lorelei, Xavier will kind of tap you on the shoulder. Out of curiosity, I know it was a long time. Did your father happen to tell you anything? Anything that might have led to where he went?
No, it was just one lovely day years ago, about 12 years now, give or take, where he just poofed. We had a wonderful day hunting, doing stuff together as a family, and then at some point after I went to bed, he just vanished. I woke up, and no one knew a single inkling of what could have possibly happened.
Yes. Same story every which way.
And you see Kevin right there? He was hired as my bodyguard because I would continuously leave our home, and because I'm considered, I'm gonna do air quotes, too valuable to the forest, they refused to let me go out gallivanting on adventures and finding answers by myself. Not all bad though. Kevin has provided some wonderful companionship in the last 5.
I can imagine.
I completely ignored him.
Oh wait,
Off in the background, it's like, hi.
oh wait, uh, is that guy in the hideout that we're using or no?
He's with you guys, yes.
Yep.
Who's this guy?
He's right
As
there.
I point to him.
I'm going to introduce him. I was like, this is our lovely bard, Alex Cubella, and this is, well, an old associate of mine, for lack of a better term. His name is Xavier.
Uh,
He's also, once upon a time, from the forest.
oh, nice to meet you.
Yes, it's a pleasure.
As I politely shake his hand.
He will not take. He will not reach his hand out to shake.
Okay, not a
Yeah.
shaker?
To be fair, Cabela scrutiny and treatment. So hey, let me put you this way: he had a crossbow pointed to my head, not earlier today, because he was afraid that I was after him. Until we finally got a chance to talk. So trust me, I vouch for him, but he's a little apprehensive, which I respect.
I'm not some murderous kobold seeking out for some long forsaken killer.
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
but you
Is that a
are a
poke towards
drow.
my job? Is that a poke towards my job that I do? So
Uh,
I'll have you know I'm not a hobo. I live in.
no, it's just a dumb storybook I read when I was a kid. About like this kobold that was by himself and was the sole survivor and then basically went on a murderous rampage. Honestly, I didn't see the point of this book.
Almost every story in existence is based on some level of truth, so it's probably real events. Anyway, as you were saying, Xavier,
Well, the we will need to pick up some sort of lead on your father first. The entity that knows about your father's whereabouts. He lived, I assume at least, he still lives somewhere in the forest if the elders are that concerned with his existence.
that's
Um,
nowhere near here.
okay, quick question. If your people knew this, why are you here?
It's to make it a short story. Our people have a taboo against speaking to spirits outside our culture. The nature spirits, gods of nature, or beings of hell, are the only ones deemed worthy, as well as other mortals, of course. Other abominations, aberrations, outer spirits, they're all creatures that are considered bad,
Yes,
taboo.
I know.
Okay,
I
so
don't
quick timeout. You need to tell me if I was born in your country. And this is from what you're telling me. I couldn't say talk to a fae?
No, Fae are considered nature spirits, to some extent.
What do you mean by some extent?
Bella, do you know there's more than one kind of fae, right?
I don't know. They're usually lumped together.
First of all, I should stab you just for that statement, but I'll let Uda take care of that. Second of all, what in this case we'd be referring to would be Dark Fae, which a long time ago decimated my hometown to the point with my father and the help of a very powerful person that's long since passed had to rebuild it from damn near scratch.
Okay. I'm just saying the faes usually lumped together because of the books that I used to read. I'm
Well,
not
yes
saying
and no.
I'm not saying I don't deserve to be stabbed.
Outside the general term.
Yeah, I heard earlier that you snuck up on somebody. Fun. Or no, someone snuck up on you.
Yeah, being knew that. Who I
I wish I had
stabbed.
been there. But long story short, damn. Do we really have to go all the way out towards that general area to get any answers, or do you think there's anyone nearby that would? Because there's other. God damn it.
We might have an option, but I don't think we
It's unfortunately the
should.
only lead we have. As far as your father's disappearance, we're not even sure if he left the forest.
I might have a dumb idea, but I don't think everyone's gonna approve.
We'll hear your idea in a moment. Either to the DM or to fucking Xavier. How long of a distance from where we're located now would it be to even get anywhere remotely near the forest?
Approximately, if we did not stop traveling, about a week or two.
It is a week away. No, 7 days.
That's a week, but okay. I could travel to the forest, or I could watch the Rings movie.
So, here's my dumb suggestion. Now, I know everyone's not going to agree to this, but you guys did say you did talk to demonic forces, right?
Common
You just
practice.
really want to use that scroll, don't you?
No, my character's saying I could technically summon one and see if they know anything, but it's a long shot.
Well,
I would.
what would be the downside?
Well, one,
Well,
they don't listen to us, etc., and try to kill us. That's the downside.
I would make the argument it's not quite worth the risk. If a demon knew anything about the whereabouts of your father, the village would have found out by now.
I mean, looking at the son of Zane, who's half of his DNA and half of a demon, so I'd be willing to try anything.
I mean, it's a mere suggestion, and
To be
it's just
honest,
something to think about.
we
Okay.
are doing a couple of things, and going a week in the other direction. Oh no, I'll take it into consideration. Just it's either that or we go a week in the wrong direction.
Or more.
Well, to be quite honest, I've been away from the forest for close to half a decade now. If the lead hasn't dried up yet, then it's not going to anytime soon.
Well, that's also decade-old information, and time and places always change within that time
You know,
span.
it's fine. If y'all don't mind the company of Xavier, we'll take care of the priorities at hand, and then at the first chance we get to move in said direction, whether you guys choose to join us or not, it's all out of respect on you, but that is what I'll be doing after we take care of the first priorities here.
Or we try the demon summoning.
6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. We'll take care of priorities first here, and then we'll have a discussion of whether or not the demon summoning is a smart idea.
So,
Probably not.
with that, we shall go to our fancy pantses as they just about arrive at the outer gate that surrounds the Meyer mansion. A about 5-foot stone wall topped with another foot of sharpened steel spikes or steel bars sort of surround the large building, which the large building is easily 4 or 5 stories of a massive mansion.
Jeez.
As soon as you three arrive at the gate, you witness a forgeman come out from behind the wall and look at you all through the gate.
As he's looking at me, I'm putting on my pants.
It specifically walks as you put on pants as it kind of fusion. Ha. Hello. Are
Yes.
you expected here at the mansion?
Yes, we've been invited, and I'll hand him the
T10.
invitation.
It will take the paper. We'll read it over. Oh, yes. Designation T10. Welcome. He looks over the three of you. The invitation does specify you're only allowed
Yes,
one.
we were going to parlay for a second, but if it's not possible, we understand.
Guys, heads up. I'm gonna leave. I have to work in the morning.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Just fill me
We're
in on what's going to happen.
yeah, we're wrapping up things here pretty soon, so you won't miss too much.
All right. I could. All right. Later, guys.
Can relay a message to the household.
So,
All right. Sorry about that, mates. But like I said, I have work in the morning. So, yeah, that's the end of this episode for now. We'll just figure out what happened after. Anyways, until then, I'll see y'all mates next time.